Welcome back to Crash Cars, ladies and gentlemen. As you saw in my last video last week, I announced the delivery of my C-43 Coupe, as well as doing a few things I love about my car. This week, we're gonna talk about a few things I hate about my C-43. Now we're gonna do that driving around Fort Worth and having one great time driving the car and talking about a couple things I don't really like. So let's hop in and hit the streets. Here we are on the road. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. What are a few things I don't like about my C-43? Well, for starters, in about 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock hour in the day, when the sun's right behind you, when you're driving away from the sun directly, the heads-up display in the car actually literally fades away. The sun, I don't know how it does it, but it hits the glass perfectly and you cannot see the heads-up display. I mean, yeah, that's a weird little complaint, but I do have, manual analog dials, but I like to be able to, see the thing I paid for. Anywho, number 2, what would that be? Well, that would actually surprisingly be the back seats. Now, yes, I know in the video that I talked about the few things I liked, I could fit back there. Yeah, I could fit back there for about 20 minutes. That's about it. You can't fit anybody back there. It's great for storage, and that's about it. Next thing I don't really like about my C-43 is there is no front nose lift. Now, yes, it's not a supercar, so it doesn't have that terribly low of a ground clearance, but it is actually surprisingly low for a normal sports coupe. So it would be really nice if Mercedes could put a front nose lift in this thing and raise it up just like 2 inches just with a button. That would be so nice. It'd make it like an option. Put it in the car. I guarantee you everybody that bought any C-Class coupe would have that in their car, because it does get pretty hairy going down some hills and going through some turns that are angled pretty steeply on some sides. It can get a little hairy. So, I mean, Mercedes, if you're watching this, please put a front nose lift in your C-Classes and all your coupes, because they need them. The next thing, I'm not really a big fan of my C-43 is, of all things, the AC. Now, yes, the AC, yeah, it can get you cold, it can get you hot, and it does warm up pretty fast in the car when it's cold outside. I learned that firsthand like last week. Anyway, what bugs me is the car has like 7 settings for the air. You can go 1 or 7. Now, it's either, in my opinion, soft or hard. There's no in between. Yeah, like 1 is barely like spitting, and then 3 is, a little bit of air, and then you go to 4, and then all of a sudden it starts blasting, and then 5, it's blasted even more. There's no just like solid in between AC blowing level, whatever you call that. Don't know how to really describe that. But it's like either you have a little bit of air or you just have a bunch blowing you in your face, your hair's blowing all over the place. It's like you're basically have a convertible. It's just a bit annoying, and I wish they could change that. Hopefully they do in the next one or whatever. The 5th thing I really don't like about my C-43 AMG Coupe, and this is kind of petty, but for me, in Texas, anywhere hot, California, anywhere, basically most places in America where it gets hot, this car doesn't have ventilated seats for the AMG racing seats. Now, yes, they're perforated like the normal seats require to have ventilation, and you can stick your hand under the seat pretty significantly, so you could very easily put an air vent underneath to have little air fans that ventilate the seats. And it is just so aggravating because it's got a great seat heater, but it has no seat ventilator to keep your butt or your back cool, because the entire of the car, yeah, you can get it in different colors, but the entirety of the car, it is black, and it gets hot fast, especially in the summertime, the springtime, in Texas, even in the freaking wintertime, and that can get annoying. But I'm gonna cut it there because there really isn't that much wrong after that. It's the truth. So, guys, gals, whoever, thank you so much for watching. I enjoy this car so much. It's just a few things wrong with it. Mercedes gets most things right. They are Mercedes-Benz, of course. They are perfection. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go hit that big red subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, turn that notification bell on. Go check out my Instagram and my Facebook. Thank you guys so much for watching, and gals. See you guys next time. Crash Cars out.